Dreams, one of the most intricate anomalies of the unknown. Before hitting sobriety, I yearned to dream again. And then I realized that I was suppressing my dreams with the consumption of THC. When partaking in THC or any type of nicotine, then you are suppressing the ability to achieve the REM stage. Dreaming is a very unique and individual process of going into our inner world, the microcosm, and to the blinded unknown, the macrocosm. There's so many reasons why we dream. It could be because of deep manifestations, our brains filtering out the unnecessary information about our day. It could be because of traumas. It could be because it's just as is. That's the beauty of dreams. Dreams cannot be confirmed or denied. We can't just go into a dream book or a dream journal. Every experience is their own. How do you interpret your dreams? What may mean a snake to you may mean a snake that's something different, the symbology to someone else. If I gave my dreams to someone else, they would have a different purpose compared to the purpose that I found in those dreams. I did a lot of research also on Carl Jung versus Sigmund Freud, and I would definitely say Carl Jung I favor because of his expansion on the perspective of dreaming. Carl Jung said, "The dream is the small hidden door in the deepest and most intimate sanctum of the soul, which opens to that primeval cosmic night that was soul long before there was conscious ego, and will be soul far beyond what a conscious ego could ever reach." Whereas Sigmund Freud, his theories are specifically based on traumas and sex. And my belief system is, yes, that may be true, but that's just one side of the unquantified realm.
Foot on top of your right knee, your left knee on top of your right foot. Now if you have a lot of space in between your knees, take an inhale, long spine. Exhale, start to fold forward for this fire log for a bend.
Again, dreams could be fragments, dreams could be manifestations, dreams could be traumas. Sometimes dreams are the most creative that's given to us. There are certain artists that received or built their best pieces through dreams. Dreaming is similar to the waking life, but our bodies in recovery, going deep within ourselves. Instead of having eyes open and conscious, we're now in the unconscious realm. I make sure now to write down my dreams. When I'm writing them on paper or taking a quick digital note, I get to expound on the purpose of the dream. When journaling, you can exaggerate the dream and make it into a creative and a unique story. You can describe the textures of the dream, how layered the dream is, to make it more creative, to give it more of a story with body. And that's what I do from time to time, but there's more times when I'm direct because I'm trying to get as much information out as possible. But how to build a dream into a story, a poem, is to give it more body, exaggerate it some, put some emphasis on the lilac leather material. Nobody can prove that in your story because it is your dreamscape. They can't prove that the shirt is lilac. It may be lavender. Give the reader the imagination, or give yourself the imagination if you're trying to add more emphasis and creativity about that dream.
So, keep your knees hugged in, start to lift your hips off the ground, and bring your hands underneath your hips. Make it to stand with your elbows, feet extending up towards the sky, and stay here. Or let those feet start to fall behind you for cloud. Good.
This is your own perception. That's the reason, that's the beauty about books. You may say that it's a red house with a green roof, but someone may envision a castle, envision a one-story home, a duplex. That's the beauty of dreaming and documenting. As I'm learning how to do more hands-on drawing than digital, my goal, my plans are to illustrate my dreamscape, if possible, if it comes to. I refuse to never dream again. I've been kind of going through a lot. I'm so grateful for this book. I've been stuck on the chapters of temperance, impressions versus assessment, and perceptions versus perspective. This is at least the gateway to healing my nervous system. It sounds very cliche when they say to shed your old self because your old self will always be a part of you. If you didn't have your old self, you wouldn't be the person that you are, or the person that you are developing to be. With the impressions and assessment, it's what you're letting in, the stimuli. What are you letting in your senses to affect you that causes you to act out or react or have an attitude towards something? And those are practices that I'm taking very seriously. It's kind of like a wait to respond. Regardless, I have to have patience. I have to heal this system that's part of a synthesized body. I'm in pain, and every day feels like an adventure, a day of growth. And there's times where I'm just tired. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. But my design in the synthesized systems won't let me rest. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You can rid yourself of many useless things among those that disturb you, for they lie entirely in your imagination, and you will then gain for yourself ample space by comprehending the whole universe in your mind, and by contemplating the eternity of time, and observing the rapid change of every part of everything. How short is time from birth to dissolution, and the illimitable time before birth, as well as the equally boundless time after dissolution. I dream to execute the inner world into a reality. Having this book really is polishing things that I know, but sometimes it's best to have a reminder. For example, if I'm saying I need to get up and do this, sometimes a book, a person, or whatever piece that you come across inspires you, reminds you, hey, you know what you're supposed to be doing, now get to it. Or I'm going to break this down for you to have a different perspective on life, on what you need to do, your manifestations, executions, whatever the fuck it may be. I have to just listen and stop fighting a fight that I will know the outcome to regardless. Being a human is hard. Being a sensitive human is harder. But being who you're supposed to be is the hardest war. That's rewarding at the end. This week, I had to question my existence. Is my space in this world worth it? Why is it when I say, give an opinion, or do something, it triggers? Farting triggers people, you know? But I have to give myself grace and accept who I am. I have to embrace continuously being an outcast, the sage in this world. And I am okay with that. As hard as it is, because it can be very lonely. Or not even really lonely, it just makes you feel very isolated, which can be, parallel to loneliness, or conjunct with. But this week is a learning exercise, also dreaming exercise as well. So that's where I'm at. And I'm still going to be as consistent as possible. I'm still going to be as creative as possible and expand as possible. Just being the self I'm very grateful to be here. Even if it is a challenge.